The scene opens up with Grendel coming from his den to come to Herod to feast on the people. There's a powerful monster that all men are afraid of. He hides in the shadows, devours innocent men, and represents all evil. He made his home in a hell, not hell, but earth. His name was Grendel. Grendel talking to himself out loud. He enters Herod and notices a warrior asleep on the ground. The warrior wakes up just in time to be slaughtered by Grendel. Grendel devours the warrior and drags him away as he's screaming in pain. In the morning, Hrothgar comes out and sees us all destroyed. A warrior comes running in panting. He says, Hrothgar gets on his knees and shouts. We now flash forward 12 years. Hrothgar is sitting on his throne. Beowulf traveled across the sea with 14 of his strongest warriors to fight the monster. He approaches Hrothgar and takes a knee. After they drink and eat, Hrothgar and his men leave. Grendel, coming into Herod, silently slaughters one of Beowulf's men. Beowulf's warrior screams in pain as his body is being drastically driven to bits and pieces and blood is coming everywhere as he dies. The monster then approaches Beowulf. Beowulf gets up. He attacks Grendel. He pulls Grendel's arm off, and Grendel runs away whimpering. Beowulf then mounts up his arm, and he looks to his men, and they celebrate. Act 2, Scene 1. Beowulf is getting older. As time progresses, he's been the ruler for 50 years now. So Beowulf takes his men, and they travel to the cave. Beowulf approaches the cave and takes out his sword and charges, screaming. The dragon, suddenly awoken, turns toward Beowulf and charges, and he breathes fire. They start to fight. As they fight, Beowulf's sword breaks, and he started to lose the battle. All of his men run away. Only Wiglaf remained. Wiglaf sees his ruler, Beowulf, getting knocked down on the ground. He shouts to his men. He picks up a sword and joins the battle to help wounded Beowulf. The dragon screams in pain after being stabbed by Wiglaf. Beowulf on the ground shouts to Wiglaf. Wiglaf grabs the gold to show to Beowulf, and he is suddenly handed Beowulf's ring and his crown. Beowulf replies, as Beowulf is laying on his deathbed, Hrothgar walks in, and he gets on his knees, and he yells,